Hey everybody, it's Constance the Reader, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a book review of Alice Feeney's Rock, Paper, Scissors. So this is going to be much like the series review I did for Girls, Paper, and Fire, where I'm going to do a spoiler-free review, and then I will let you know a timestamp, a GIF, whatever, when it becomes spoilery, because I have a lot of thoughts about this book. Yes, I'm excited, so let's get right into this book. This part is the spoiler-free review of Rock, Paper, Scissors. Let's go. So, a really good book. I want to start off by saying that. I rated this like 3.75, 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. This is under 300 pages, and it is a mystery thriller. And I enjoyed it. I wasn't necessarily surprised that I liked it. I was just surprised by the fact that I did not see the twist coming. There were a few things that were written as the story progressed that had me going like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, how could that actually be if this is X, Y, and Z, but we're seeing ABC? And I like that. I like being tricked. While I did catch one thing, like I was pretty sure, of course, this is the secret that this person is holding. I didn't see the other secrets coming. I did not. So Alice Feeney gets A+ for being the first book I've read by them with this book. So anyway, we are following Amelia and Adam. This is a married couple that is going away to Scotland for like a long weekend. And Amelia won the opportunity to go to this like Scottish like church castle situation through work with a raffle. She's kind of excited about it. She really wants to work on her marriage because it's going downhill a bit. Adam is a screenwriter. He's very successful. He's been very successful over the years. Something that he suffers from is face blindness. So he can't recognize people's faces. It also seems like he has a hard time because he can't recognize faces. He can't read people's facial expressions. So he's pretty bad about things like that. But yes, so we are following the perspective of Amelia and Adam. They get their own chapters, but then we're also getting some chapters from his wife, who has written him letters on their anniversary every year for like the past 10 years, something like that. And I'm sure you could see where we're going with this. If we're seeing something in the past, I know they're going away for the weekend to work on their marriage. Something obviously happened, and something did happen. So I really liked the fact that we got to see from the wife's perspective how she was very supportive of Adam with his job. He really prefers doing movies and books that are like thrillers and mystery. And for a while, his career had kind of gone down, and he really wanted to make work that was, he wanted to do movies or TV shows based on his own work. And he wrote a screenplay called Rock, Paper, Scissors. But it just kind of never happened. But one thing he really also wanted was to work with an author named Henry Winters, like a well-renowned author, older guy. His genre is thriller mystery, but he notoriously says no to anyone who wants to adapt his work. Well, after several attempts of his wife saying, hey, do it, come on now, he gets a yes. And now we see in the letters that happen every year, the theme also of the letters is on their anniversary. Traditionally, you would give your partner like some type of themed thing, like gift. So one year might be wool. I don't think wool is one, but cotton, steel, you know, you do what you do, giving a gift with a theme, whatever. So you see in these letters that she's writing him every year, they're giving each other gifts, but you're also seeing like his star rise in terms of working with this author and being very successful in in the work that he's adapted from him, but also where their relationship is kind of deteriorated. The other thing about this book is you're kind of dealing with it. Is it a haunted house that they're going to, this chapel? Is somebody messing with them? So I really like that aspect because I personally really like haunted house stories. I won't let you know in this part if it is or isn't, if it's not, obviously, but that is the part of this book that's like the mystery. And then we start to get another person's point of view in this book. It's somebody who is like the housekeeper or groundskeeper of the chapel. This person's just kind of watching from afar at what's going down with the couple. Crazy things are happening, and from their perspective, something isn't quite right with the house. So you just have to see what secrets are going to unfold in the book, who is lying, who is not lying, who is kind of twisting the truth a bit, and what is the truth about this church that they stayed in, who really gave them this prize. There's a bunch of different questions that you have to answer in this book, and I think that it was done really, really well. I will say that for the most part, I did kind of skim read this book, kind of like when I did a video about like the fantasy books I read. I named a few, and then I just decided, you know what, one that I think that I will get through really quickly, I'm going to pick that up and read it really, really fast, and I did. This was like that, because I also did a video of all the Book of the Month Club books I haven't read, and I'd been carrying this one around with me when I went to work, but I hadn't picked it up, and I thought, you know what, let me just try to give this a shot, and I really enjoyed it. But I did kind of skim read. I do think that there's a lot of descriptions in this book of like the house and the landscape and this and that. So that's essentially what I skipped. I think that I didn't miss much. And if there was certain parts that I got like a little too excited and I skipped, I went back and reread. So trust me when I say that I absorbed this book. I know what's coming out. So that is the spoiler-free review. Basically, what is that called, a domestic thriller? If it has to do with like a couple goes away to Scotland to a like cozy but like secluded church mansion type situation, trying to work on their marriage, but there's a ton of secrets between them. Something isn't quite right with the house. Someone might be messing with them, or something might be messed up with the house in terms of a ghost. You read and you see what is going to unfold with the couple, and I really liked it. So boom, there you have it. Spoiler free part. Now to the spoilers, because I got a lot to talk about with this one. So, really, really good. Okay, let me tell you something. I loved this book. I really, really liked it. Basically, okay, Amelia and Adam. I think that Alice Feeney did such a good job with throwing me off of the twist, because obviously I was fully under the impression that the letters that we were reading to Adam on the wedding anniversaries were from Amelia. I mean, why would I think otherwise? They were just signed, your wife. I figured that obviously the secret that his wife is kind of keeping, that she mentions every now and then in the letters but doesn't say, is that she was Henry's daughter. She was the author's daughter. I thought that was pretty obvious. Just what are the odds that he's just going to say yes to this screenplay writer or whatever. So I saw that one coming, but I wasn't disappointed that I caught it. Not that big of a deal. What threw me for a loop is when we find out that Robin, the housekeeper, groundskeeper, whatever, was his first wife that entire time, and that the person that we're seeing him go on this vacation with is Amelia, the woman that he cheated on Robin with. When I talked about, like, there's some things that weren't adding up, blah, blah, blah. Like, who has what secrets? Like, at one point when you get Adam's perspective, he's like, you know, my wife doesn't seem to trust me anymore. She keeps doing these things and lying to me. She assumes that I'm cheating on her when I never have. But it's so clear from the letters, he obviously cheated on his wife. And I did not even think for a second that Amelia is his second wife and the woman that he cheated on Robin with. So that twist right there, I got to it and I was like, what? Huh? I had to go back and reread the whole chapter. So eventually, as like Amelia and Adam are exploring the house, things have already happened. They find a room, the child's room, after they realize this is Henry's house. And of course, like, Adam has the face blindness, so he doesn't really recognize anybody, right? So he never recognized on his wedding day who Robin's father was. That was Henry Winters, right? Although I don't think that, oh, if I remember correctly, was he there? Was he there in the house? There in the house. Was he there at the wedding? I can't remember. Either way, I think they had mentioned that he may have met her dad at one point, possibly. I'm not sure. She was estranged from him for a while. Either way, he really did not recognize any of the situation, which makes sense. He has face blindness. Anyway, that threw me for a fucking loop. I'm gonna tell you right there. I did not see that coming. The fact that Amelia was the one, like the whole story about Amelia, I would just like to say this. Okay? I know that he has face blindness. Shut the fuck up. Okay? I thought it was you. When Robin comes home early and you're in the bed with Amelia and you're like, I thought it was you. I'm sorry. I don't care if I could not see at all. I would know if I'm fucking my husband or not. I'm sorry. It's the voice. It's the feel of the body. It's the smell. Apparently she started wearing her perfume. That's not good enough, okay? He might not be able to recognize faces, but he can recognize body, okay? And from what I understand, I don't think they looked alike like that. So that really pissed me off. Negative point for Adam, okay? I don't really care. You did that. You did that shit. You were wrong. You were dead wrong. Another twist I didn't see coming, which I didn't mention in the spoiler-free review because obviously, you know, it's really not, it's like important to the story, but not enough to mention. I think like you have to read about it, is, you know, he has this reoccurring nightmare of hitting a woman, or his mom being hit by a car. Again, when we got his perspective and he's like, the look on her face when the car hit her, I was like, well, how the hell did you see that? You know, how the hell did you see that now? That don't make no damn sense. Because he was with the person who hit his mom, who is Amelia, who he can't recognize from when they were younger, because when she was younger, they lived in the same, like, you know, public housing, and he got mad at his mom, they kind of hooked up, they got in a car, he was driving it, that's the other thing, didn't expect that to be the twist too, that he hit his mom. Well, damn. Okay, well, damn. And then you done hit your mom with a car, ridiculous, driving drunk as a child. So there were things that she sprinkled in there that I was like, that doesn't really make any sense. But then she tied it up really nicely, which I genuinely liked. In the end, they kill Amelia. Didn't really expect for there to be a murder. But like, what is that? Is that like trauma bonding? Right? I mean, yeah, he really loved Robin and everything. But like, you were with Amelia. I don't know. So then y'all kill the girl together. And y'all are just together? I don't see that lasting. If you ask me. But anyway, I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I think Alice Feeney, she really threw me for a loop. I didn't see the several twists coming. I definitely did not like Adam. I didn't really like Amelia, obviously, and then I realized, you know, you come to find out that she's not his first wife. His first wife is Robin, and, you know, that Amelia has been scheming this whole time to kind of have Robin's life. Robin has no idea. But to be fair, even though Amelia was like, oh my God, you don't even, like, she doesn't appreciate him, blah, blah, blah. You know, Adam's over here, like, I give you everything, but you don't give me love and affection, though. You try to give me gifts. Communication probably would have helped. That's all I'm saying. Someone wouldn't have had to die. But who am I? Won't be me. Will never happen to me. Anyway, I would absolutely recommend the book. Okay, like I said, under 300 pages. I think it was pretty fast paced. It had a slow beginning, in my opinion, but I don't think that it was so slow that you wouldn't be able to make it through the book. Like, you would have to put it down, and oh, I just feel like it's such a chore to read this. I don't think that it was a chore to read this, even though, like I said, I did skim through it. I'm a pro at this, okay? Don't worry about me. I know what the hell I'm doing when I skim read. With that being said, yes, 4 stars, really liked it. I would like to read another book by Alice Feeney because I like the writing style. If all of them are also this short, and I know some people will probably say, that's not really that short. That is short, okay? Under 300 pages, that's a short book. If she writes a bunch of other books at that kind of like page range that are like under 300, I would absolutely continue to read books by Alice Feeney because I think that they're worth reading. I thought it was very interesting. But anyway, with that being said, I liked it. I would recommend it. this is my spoiler-free and then spoiler-y review of Rock, Paper, Scissors. Oh, another thing about, because I think I mentioned, like, you know, Adam, his screenplay was Rock, Paper, Scissors. Oh my God, I missed like a whole thing. I missed the whole fucking thing. Let me go back. Okay, so I missed like a whole storyline. Here's the spoiler part. The whole time when they figure out what house they're in, it's Henry's house. Henry's dead, okay? Adam, for like the last 2 years or something, has been under the impression that Henry's like ignoring him, but in reality, Henry died. He was keeping tabs on Robin when he was married to Adam. When she was married to Adam, they were estranged because she believed that her dad was the reason why her mom died. She felt like he murdered her. And then he just basically tried to like buy her love, or, you know, treated her poorly. She has a memory of him like cutting her hair when she misbehaved. But when she gets married, she reaches out to him for a favor. Like I said, it was kind of obvious to me that the reason why Henry agreed to work with Adam was because Robin was his wife, was his daughter. So yeah, this is Henry's house. He called her basically like the day, damn near, she found out that her husband was sleeping with someone else, and she just started a new life. She went and kind of went to Scotland. She didn't necessarily take care of her dad because he was already in the hospital, but he ended up dying at the chapel. She buried him. He left her everything, and all he asked was for her to publish his, like, send in his latest book. But what she did was, because she was always someone who really liked to write, both of her parents were writers, she kind of rewrote the book, and it was a hit. Everybody liked it. And I think also one thing I was forgetting is that she kind of rewrote Rock, Paper, Scissors for Adam, and then it got picked up again, something like that. So yeah, I don't know why I missed that part of the spoiler part of the book, because that was pretty like, okay, alrighty. You know, I had a feeling that it was Henry's house, but the thing that was the most creepy was when Amelia and Adam go upstairs and they go into the room that's supposed to be theirs, and it's decorated like their house. I thought, ooh, that's really creepy. Like, it's almost exactly like the room at their house, but not quite. That would be a really creepy feeling. Very, 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 very creepy. So now we're done. Now we're done. I got all my thoughts and feelings. Sorry for this chaotic review. I had wanted to do something that was more structured, but obviously that didn't happen. So there you have it. But yes, I recommend it. I think you should read it. It was worth a read, in my opinion. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked the video, please like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you really, really liked it, and you like to keep getting notifications about me. And with that being said, have a good day. Goodbye.